Ashley Trevino just got arrested, and as always, things have hit the fan, everyone is acting irrational, and there is so much to talk about. So today I thought we could go over the arrest, the charges themselves and what they mean, as well as Ash and her cohorts' reactions to this whole fiasco. And it's all just as mental as you're imagining. Before that, be sure to subscribe to the channel though. You should all be just as dedicated as this dude whose laptop is on its last legs. Like, Jesus Christ, it's got about 20 minutes left to live, but instead of getting it fixed, this guy found it imperative to stick one of my videos on. So subscribe, or I'll smash your laptop up too. And if you don't have a laptop, I'll have no choice but to smash you up yourself. Anyways, let's have a look at this arrest, shall we? So here you have it, Lopez, Trevino, Ashley, Nicole. We've got inmate details, bookings, and arrest, which is the important bit for this section. This was done on the 17th of December, 2025, so only 2 days ago as of recording this. Seems there was a warrant out for her arrest as well. This will be important later in understanding all the details about it. If you look here, it's a state jail felony, and the statute is a secure execution document decept, in between the price of $2,500 to $30,000. Gives the whole official number thing there as well, which we'll talk about in just a second. What's also important is that the offense date was on the 1st of June. See, months are still a little tricky for me, especially in that American format. It says 12 AM there, but I'm sure that's just a placeholder. And then court and disposition date are yet to be announced, I guess. Disposition is held. Again, we'll talk about what that means in just a second, but first we'll go over the second felony, which is this one here. It's the healthcare fraud one, again, between the price of $2,500 to $30,000. Every other bit of information is the exact same, though. You've got bookings here, which isn't really too important. It just sort of reiterates when the arrest was. But then the inmate details does actually have some interesting stuff in it, right? Inmate number 7,300. That's just sort of random, I guess. Race, white, gender, female, age 36. That's that sorted then. Finally, we know our age now. Height, 5 feet. I mean, no shock there. Weight, 165 pounds. Hair color and eye color. I've never heard of that color. Bro! Me personally, I've got more of a cis-colored hair. I mean, how lazy are the police in America? They can't even finish the word brown. Are you kidding me? It's 2 extra letters. This isn't the 1800s. You don't need to pay per letter anymore, man. Just put the extra fucking W and N there. I'll blur the address out, of course, but the address location and arrest location are the exact same place. Which means that she wasn't caught out like on a traffic stop or just by a random police officer. Now, there was a warrant out for her arrest and they went over to her place and it was an arrest, right? It was very, very sort of cordial, I guess. Anyway, let's have a look at the actual statutes here, right? Section 32.46, fraudulent securing of document execution, which is the first charge that she got charged with. And generally, it's a person committing an offense if the person with intent to defraud or harm any person causes another person without that person's effective consent to sign or execute any document affecting property or service or the pecuniary interest of any person, or causes a public servant without the public servant's effective consent to file or record any purported judgment or other document purporting to memorialize or evidence an act, an order, a directive, or process of a purported court that is not expressly correct. You know what? This sort of chapter here, I keep thinking the sentence is about to end and I can give my commentary, but the sentence seems to never end. I'll continue. A purported court that is not expressly created or established under the Constitution or the laws of this state or of the United States, semicolon. I like their use of grammar, though. I'll give them that. I mean, you know, they're too lazy to write the word brown, but they can write all this. It's quite confusing, really. You know what? I can't read this all. It's just one really big sentence. So it's on screen now if you want to read it. We're going to be... You know what? I'll get to the specific bit, right? An offense under subsection A1 is A, and then we'll skip right to 4, because that's the one that we're actually talking about here. State jail felony if the value of the property, service, or pecuniary interest is $2,500 or more, but less than $30,000, which is the charge that she was given. And then for the second charge, of course, you've got a state jail felony if the amount of any payment or the value of any monetary or in-kind benefit provided or claim for payment made under a healthcare program, directly or indirectly, as a result of the conduct is $2,500 or more, but less than $30,000, right? Again, the charge that we're looking at. So in plain English, right, that first charge, secure execution of document by deception, means this. Essentially, Ashley Trevino is being accused of tricking someone, somewhere, into signing or executing a document in which the harm caused by said signing is between the price of $2,500 to $30,000, right? So she's fucked someone over real bad there. Obviously, it's not a violent offense, but it is a fraud/deception-based crime. So it's often seen in like sort of forged signatures or fraudulent contracts or real estate work, or maybe just sort of misleading someone as to what a contract's contents contain. Now that 6-year gap though, the 1st of June is when this offense allegedly took place, but the arrest date was just, you know, 2-3 days ago, 4 days ago by the time this video comes out. That's a huge gap for a crime like this. Like, that is not normal at all. So obviously it's not a new crime, but why exactly is the gap so long? Like, why wasn't she arrested 6 years ago? It's either it's either just a warrant that is weirdly long-standing, or a failure to appear, or a probation issue, or like an unresolved case that is finally being worked towards. But for anyone who's under the impression that this arrest is because of something recent that Ashley Trevino has done, it couldn't be further from the truth. Like, as much as her most abhorrent behavior has probably been since she became big on the internet, she wasn't even like, I don't think TikTok was even a thing in 2019. Let me double check that. Okay, no, it was. TikTok was huge in 2019. My bad. See, the perception of time's all fucked up, man. I'm just a wee COVID baby. Now, the disposition saying held simply means that she hasn't actually been, you know, convicted yet, right? Held means that it's still unknown. That's one thing a lot of people have been sort of fucking up as well, because I think people get so excited at the thought of like, oh my god, Ashley Trevino arrested? Oh my, she's being charged, she's been banged up, she's going to jail. It's like, no, there's been no court outcome yet. There's no conviction, there's no dismissal, there's no sentencing, just held. It'd be sort of like assuming if you see a dad holding their baby, right? But you are reacting as though they just like chucked it into the air and goal kicked it across the fucking football field. It's like, no, they've not actually done that yet. They're just holding it, right? But maybe they will do that, right? You'll never know. We're not future tellers, right? But it's more likely that they'll just, you know, bring it home. But with certain man, you just, you really have no idea. But I feel like this should have been made even further clearer by the court and disposition date being sort of blanked, or just like, you know, a couple dashes there because they've not been decided yet. Still pending, I think, is the official term for it. Also, another thing that should be made clear is that a state jail felony is less severe than a third-degree felony. So this is not a prison felony by any means, right? Ash Trevino is not going to prison, most likely. Typically, a state jail felony is like 180 days to 2 years in a state jail facility, not a prison, just to be clear. I think it's a lot more likely that she'll just get probation, as this is most likely a first-time offense. However, a lot of these are resolved via plea deals, deferred adjudication, or reduced charges. So it's likely that she just gets, you know, a wee smack on the wrist, or maybe not even that. Like, you know, she has a decent amount of money from what we see on the outside. A lot of people buying her cameos as well. And those cameos, they're like $100, by the way. Which also, by the way, just a wee heads up. Anyone who says like that people donating to Ash Trevino are like the real problem when it comes to her rise on the internet, like, oh, you know what, Ash Trevino's bad, but the people donating to her, they're the worst ones. If you go on to like buy a cameo from her, you're a hypocrite. Like, you don't really have any right to talk on that front. I wanted to make that clear though, because felony, it sounds so dramatic, especially to people here in the UK. Felony just sounds like so dramatic, but it's nowhere near as bad as a lot of people are making it out to be. Healthcare fraud though, I want to go over that one a wee bit as well. So I've looked up specifically in Texas as well for all these definitions, just so you know. Although it's sort of generally the same thing no matter where you are. Healthcare fraud is making claims that you know to be false to obtain money or benefits from a healthcare program. So inflating or misrepresenting services, using false information to obtain coverage or reimbursement maybe. Also, a lot of people commit fraud when it comes to like sort of Medicaid or private insurers, that type of thing. Or just straight up billing for services that were never rendered. Again though, paperwork-based, financial, not violent at all, right? She's not a fucking hardened criminal. She's like 10 steps away from Skylar White. However, because these two charges have like the exact same amount of money, they're both state jail felonies, they're both the same dollar range, the same offense range, the same warrant as well, they're definitely part of the same incident. It's not as though she's being booked in for two different incidents that have two separate charges, right? No way. It's two charges for one incident. So the alleged deceptive document execution, no doubt, was used to facilitate or support the healthcare fraud. So I would say it's either a form signed under false pretenses, it could be paperwork misrepresenting eligibility or consent, or it could be documents that enable sort of fraudulent billing, if that makes sense. Because the two charges, I mean, it makes total sense that these two charges, they go together like bread and butter, man. That first charge, the deception one, that's like the method that's being charged, and then that last one, that sort of targets the result, right? The result is being charged. From what I'm aware, I think prosecutors sort of stack charges like this to maybe help them when it comes to making plea agreements. Also to sort of save their ass if one charge happens to be dismissed because they've got the other one to fall back on a bit. And then also having two charges in the eyes of the jury, I think helps sort of lay it out as more of a pattern of behavior as opposed to being just accidental. A lot of the time it's sort of useless though. Judges will just sort of merge the charges, dismiss one, or run them concurrently. And especially because the gap is so large, I think it's very likely that a judge will look at this and just be bored, honestly. Definitely probation or like a deferred adjudication type thing is gonna happen here. If not, just a fucking plea agreement. Like in Texas as well, a state jail felony is the lowest felony tier. As much as I think a lot of people want this to be a huge thing, it really isn't a big deal at all. Although, to be fair, to my knowledge, I do believe that, like, if Medicaid was involved here, that's taken a lot more seriously over in the States. I would like to know the bond amount. I believe we will learn about the bond amount, though, because Ashley Trevino's fucking bragging about how she went to jail and shit. I've just clocked as well. She's the fucking inmate hopper. Jail is like the worst place you could possibly put her. It's like a kid in a candy store, man. It's like fucking Prince Andrew at Disneyland. Let's actually have a look at the live that she did a few hours before she was arrested. Ash buying land with a house, posting for the future for when it claims it never said it. As you can see by the date there as well, this is the day that she got arrested.
Brother,
Just mean. I fucking, like, again, I hate these videos, man. Because a lot of it is the same shit. Like, why are we just bullying a woman here? Like, she's just putting makeup on. Fucking leave her alone. She can do what she wants. Makeup-wise, of course.
Bring your game up and you would be able to. And also, y'all were talking about, y'all buy everything else but a house.
Your edits are shit as well. Like, before you start insulting people's physical appearance, work on your fucking editing skills, because that is wank. So, I know I'm being mean, but, like, they were mean first, to be fair. If you're willing to give disrespect, you should be able to take it.
I'm actually buying land with the house. So, get your shit straight. I'm not showing y'all or telling y'all where it's.
What the fuck does that even mean? You're buying land with that. You know, when you buy a house, that usually comes with land. The house isn't in the fucking sky. It's not a submarine. Unless you're buying Hal's moving fucking castle, it's always gonna come with land. What do you think you're standing on when you're in your house, man? If not land. You're buying land with the... You know what? You know what I reckon it is? She has gone to the house and it's like an expert salesman there who's gone, you know what? You know what comes with this house? Land. You get to own land as well as the house. It was definitely a fucking Arab salesman as well. They're the best ones. Mate, honestly, my inner Arab sort of bargaining salesman shit come out when I went to France one time. Sort of wee side story. I know I'm going off track here, but I was at the fucking Eiffel Tower and it was lovely. It sort of, it perked us up, right? It rejuvenated our spirits, and we were walking by all the mats and there's a bunch of people selling shit by the Eiffel Tower, and there was one bloke with like a pair of gloves and my hands were freezing because my hands are always fucking freezing. So I went to buy the gloves and he goes, €15 for you, my friend. And I looked at him, I was with my pal at the time, and I was like, you know what, pal, the guy over there selling them for €5. I reckon we walk over there and just, we get the gloves from them. He sort of looks over, he goes, no, mate, all right, fine, €10, 10. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I could get them for 5 though. And he, all right, you know what, fine, 5, fuck it. And he gave them to me for €5. There was no other marketer. There were no other gloves. I bamboozled him. Maybe he's a Dankyjabo fan now, in which case, sucks to suck, bro.
But, yes, that's on the list right now. But yeah.
It would have been funny if she got caught and arrested in the middle of doing her makeup. So in her mugshot, it's just sort of one eyelash is done and one isn't. She would look like a fucking mental patient.
Stupid, dumb, fucking stupid, fucking bitch. I hope you fucking die. Hope you wind up in the ditch.
And these audios are insane. But like, yeah, that's a picture of Ash Trevino being arrested. Of course, there are cameras filming her because there's always cameras where Ashley Trevino goes. She is like a fucking magnet for cameras.
Stop thinking.
Y'all need to wake up.
What the fuck was that? That was not Ash Trevino getting arrested. Man, what is this fake misinformation bullshit, man? The internet does this every time. This video has 250,000 likes. She was arrested at her house. It was like the most cordial arrest ever. She got knocked on the door. Hello, mate. We got a warrant out for your arrest. You committed some state jail felonies a couple years back. We're taking you in for a mugshot and shit. I'm willing to bet the bond wasn't that high either. Hence, you know, her being out right now.
Know that Fiona Trevino has been arrested, y'all.
Why are you calling her Fiona? Is this some Shrek bullshit? Fiona, first of all, Fiona would probably be a compliment down here in Scotland. They fucking love Shrek here. Secondly, again, just fucking rude. Like, I know it's Ash Trevino, but like, there's things to criticize her on that aren't physical appearance. You know how many mothers and just, I guess, women in general look similar to Ash Trevino? When you insult her appearance, you're insulting all those people as well, and they're probably lovely. So, I don't know, man, it always just rubs me the wrong way a little bit, but doesn't make this person a piece of shit by any means. I just think, you know, think about it a bit.
She is arrested facing Medicaid charges from 2019, allegedly, but this is the mugshot that is showing arrested December 17 around 10:13 p.m.
What are all these fucking Star Wars transitions on the video, man?
Looks like it caught up to her. This was from 2019 when she, you know, she was growing up rich, you know, my man, 50K, 100K girl, eyebrows brought up with money. It looks like it wasn't, y'all. She was over here using dineros that wasn't hers. And Fester hasn't even bailed her out because they just gave that money for that, you know, that Tahoe, that brand new 2022, 140K miles, y'all. She's officially inmate Trevino. Like, she missed the inmates so much, she went to look for them because she was tired of Fester. But girl, you didn't have to go all the way in. You could have just, you know, we could have hooked you up. Girl, you in jail.
What do you mean we could have hooked you up? She keeps talking about Fester here, by the way. I think Fester is Ash Trevino's new man, I guess. He comes up a little bit later. We'll see what he has to say about the whole thing, because if there's anyone's fucking opinion that I value in the world, it's Fester, Ash Trevino's boyfriend, I guess.
Claim you or take you out of jail. Damn, girl, you down bad, girl. Yo.
This lady sounds very excited that, that Ash Trevino's been arrested, like, but this video's not the arrest. That's not Ash Trevino, man. That's not her house. Why would they carry her out like that? Fuck off.
Ash Trevino was just arrested. This is what she's charged with and the time that she is facing. So as you can see, she was arrested last night around 10 p.m. and charged with 2 offenses. Here are her inmate details. Here are her charges: healthcare fraud between $2,500 and $30,000 and secure execution.
Why are you holding the mic? It's clearly a strap-on mic. Why are you holding it? This is just a pet peeve I have with fucking TikTokers and YouTubers in general. It's clearly a strap-on mic. You put it on your shirt. You wear a lavalier. You wear a thing on your chest that you like sell it. Whatever, right? You don't hold it. You don't fucking hold it, right? Leave me alone. I'm sorry. It'd be like if I fucking did this the whole video. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Crazy, innit? Ash Trevino got arrested. That's pretty mad. I've scared my cat as well now.
Document deception, also between $2,500 and $30,000. So the first charge is healthcare fraud, which involves intentionally deceiving healthcare programs for financial gain, such as billing for services not rendered, upcoding, or false claims, with penalties depending on the amount involved. And for this specific penal code and amount, she's looking at up to 10 years in prison.
No, she's not. No, she's not, man. She's not looking for up to 10 years in prison. This is why you don't use Google AI for all your fucking sources, man. She's not looking for 10 years in prison. You think that fucking $2,500 to $30,000 is 10 years in prison worthy? Are you dumb? Fucking 10 years in prison, man. Oh, I would love to see what he actually Googled. He's left out what he Googled. I think he's done that intentionally as well. He's definitely Googled, like, what is the sentencing for healthcare fraud, and not specified, like, the actual statute or whether it was, like, state level. Yeah, there's nothing in this, like, AI description about state jail felony. Let's actually Google it now and see what AI gives us there. So I've looked up how much is the sentence for healthcare fraud in Texas. As you can see, 2,500 to 30,000, state jail felony up to 2 years. And that is not 2 years in prison, by the way. It's 2 years in a state jail facility. Hence why it's called a state jail felony. So I don't know what the fuck this guy was looking at, man. I don't know what he's on, but I want whatever he's having. Fuck me. Well, I know I'm sorry. I know this might be pedantic to some people, but it's not. It's misinformation at the end of the day. I don't like when people lie on the internet about shit that people are very likely to believe because no one does their own fucking research. And also because it just leads to wider conversations being dumbed down and people genuinely thinking that $2,500 to $30,000 for any offense is somehow going to face you 10 years of fucking actual prison time. Look at this, man. A Texas doctor received 10 years and forfeiture of millions for $818 million in fraud. That's 10 years. You think Ashley fucking Trevino is getting the same amount as that? It's so silly. I don't even mean to hate too hard, man. I don't even mind this guy and his silly mic holding technique by any means. I just think, like, when things like this happen, when someone big gets arrested, this happened with Bonnie Blue as well, people are just so quick to, oh, make a video quick, Google this, research, no, fuck that, let's just fucking get the video out, yeah? It's like, bro, chill, relax, it's Ash Trevino, the views will come, everyone loves her. You don't need to just run over to that toilet and shit out the next Ash Trevino video as quick as possible. It's okay, calm down. Get the facts right, then report.
Financial gain, such as billing for services not rendered, upcoding, or false claims, with penalties depending on the amount involved. And for this specific penal code and amount, she's looking at up to 10 years in prison and significant fines. And the second charge is fraudulent securing of document execution, which is specifically a felony offense where someone uses deception to get a document signed or filed with a value between $2,500 and $30,000, making it a state jail felony with potential jail time of up to 2 years and a fine of up to $10,000.
You know for a fact that that dude is just sort of reading it and it's going in one ear and out the other. Like, he doesn't actually understand the fucking words that he is reading or what they mean. Because if he did, that first felony being like a 10-year thing would have rung so many alarm bells for him. I found the actual video of the arrest, by the way. I'll play it on screen now because it's very fucking different, needless to say, from that first one that we saw, which might have just been AI, to be honest with you. Someone genuinely might have just put into Sora, like, I don't know, rotund Latina woman gets arrested by cops and she's screaming and they're carrying her out or something. Anyway, here's the new man whose name is like Fenton or so. I forgot his name. I'll be real. I forgot his name, but I don't give a fuck. So let's see what he has to say, yeah?
Good morning, you bunch of chismosos and chismosas. I just got off the phone with Ashley. She's in good spirits. She's doing good. She wants me to get on here and tell you guys that she's doing okay.
Yo, this audio, man. Could you not have maybe moved to a less windy fucking location? Why are you on a construction? What is going on here? What is that, a fucking lighthouse being built behind you? And you thought, you know what, guys? The perfect time to relay all the chisme about my girlfriend being arrested, but she's happy, I guess. She didn't look too sad on that. Yeah, there you go. Look, her mugshot's it. She looks nice. Big up to her. You know, definitely not my type of eyelash, personally, but she's glowing and she should be happy about that.
Hopefully by about 9 o'clock she'll be out, and you guys will hear from her on her page. So stay tuned with that, and she'll tell you the whole story. So
I could not get over how shit this fucking audio quality is, by the way. Also, I know I said this is like Fenton or Fulton or whatever they said the fucking man was or whatever, but I'm seeing here Rene Vasquez 202. Jesus, born in 202. He's an old boy. He's like 2,000 years old, in fact. That might be why he's like hiding his eye. It's okay, mate. Like, it's an achievement that you're 2,000 years old. You don't need to hide the wrinkles or anything like that. Well, you should be proud of yourself. And you're still grafting on that construction site as well. It does explain why you don't know anything about audio quality, though. So you know what, I forgive him for that. So I don't know if this is Fenton or the I don't know, miscellaneous F name that we were talking about earlier, but all I do know is this is her like man or something akin to her man.
Y'all have a blessed day. I still have 10 more hours to go, so here at work. So y'all have a great day, and y'all look her up. She's got a good day, a good story to tell you.
Probably the most boring story in the world, actually, to be fair. Just, I was at my home one day, and then the police knocked on my door, and then they arrested me, and then I went to the police station, and then I got bailed out. What a story. Inspiring, really. Shakespearean, even. There we go, the same dude here. He seems to be out the construction site now. Nope, never mind.
The chisme is gonna be good, guys. Woo! It's gonna be good.
Imagine being a grown adult and filming that video. I finally know, by the way, that chisme means gossip. My bad for fucking it up in the last video. I thought there was like a weird way of saying cheese. But nah, yous all corrected me. And then afterwards, I called myself a gringo. Apparently gringo, because I was like, oh, I don't know what chisme means. I'm just a silly old gringo. And everyone said, no, gringo is a white person. Gringo is like, I thought it just meant foreigner. I'm fucking confused. Can you guys clarify that for me, actually? Is gringo foreigner, or does it specifically mean white foreigner? We do have the video here of Ashley getting out of jail.
Free. She's out.
Yeah, it says the walk of shame, to be fair, but she looks happy. Like, she actually looks happier and healthier than I've ever seen her. Yo, look at the comments. They agree with me as well. Her body low-key T. She looks good here, can't even hate. Wait, she looked kind of skinny. I'm calling it now. Ash about to have the meanest glow-up of all time. I just know it. You know, I kind of like the positivity in these comments. The internet's a more positive place. I like that. Got me fucking cheese-mayin' even. Yeah, I can't lie. You still get silly comments like this one, though. Why is she smiling after she committed a crime? She committed the crime 6 years ago, bro. You're not allowed to smile. If you rob an apple from an apple shop, then can you not smile for the rest of your life because you committed a crime? You'd better hope that guy's never jaywalked before, because if he has, not allowed to smile no more, according to him. You don't think people tell jokes in prison? I reckon there's tons of laughter in prison. Let's see what Ash has to say about her getting out of jail.
A freaking toilet at the jail is so disgusting. I was like, I hope I don't catch nothing.
By the way, she wasn't in jail. She was in a holding cell. They've not fucking jailed her up. They've not banged her up. She wasn't in prison. She's over-exaggerating here. Or maybe she just doesn't know the correct nomenclature. She was in a holding cell for like a day or two. Maybe, I think, a day.
I hope my name don't catch nothing. Oh. That Joe was so disgusting. So disgusting. People praying on my downfall, and I'm gonna get blessed. Watch, 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 watch. Take all this freaking makeup off. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. My mugshot went viral. Everybody was waiting for it. I'm sad. Y'all were excited. Y'all thought I was finna go in forever, right? Y'all thought I was finna. Y'all forgot though, I'm not a brokey. Y'all forgot. That's why I have money saved up. That's why y'all forgot I can afford to get out.
Why is she using Finna? What the fuck? What's she doing, man? That's just embarrassing. Like, it is pathetic. I'm sure you've all got that dude on your For You page who, like, calls people out for doing fake black accents. If anyone tries that shit, you're gonna get caught out on the lack of court merger in your sentences and your dialogue. He needs to get on fucking Trevino next using Finna. Fucking Fanny. Now, I just clocked as well. Like, this one day in jail experience is, like, all she is going to be talking about for the next 10 years of her life. Like, yeah, I know what it's like. I know the roads. I know the streets, man. I went to jail, man. I might as well be from the fucking Bronx. When she was in a holding cell for about a day, and then she'll probably get a little bit of probation, maybe. And the crime it's not like a hard crime. It's like she fucking signed a document wrong, or there was a bit of deception there. But, you know, she'll talk about it as, like, she'll use this as evidence that she's a fucking hardened criminal now, thinking she's part of the fucking Salamanca gang.
Remember, I'm not a brokey. I ain't even gonna lie. If Renee smelled the Nunu right now, he would probably leave me. She a little sour. I'm just kidding.
I'm glad she specified that she was just kidding about her Nunu being sour, because I was worried there for a second. I was honestly, on bated breath, I was like, shit, no, what am I ever gonna do with my life now that her Nunu's sour? But it's okay, rest easy, guys. She was just kidding.
I'm tired. I want to take a nap, but my kids want to see me. I might take a nap for like an hour. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I need to memorize all y'all's numbers, because I only was talking to like Renee, and then Vince had my phone, so I was calling my phone, and then Santos texted too, talking about we need to get together. The fuck?
Fucking Santos text. We'll hear more about what Santos has to say later, by the way, because I think there's video of him talking about all this. It's been a while since we've actually seen video of Santos, man. I miss him. That's a lie. You know, one thing I really don't like about Trevino is that she never says that she wants to see her kids. It's always, my kids want to see me. She never ever says, like, or does anything because she wants to see her kids, or she wants to spend time with them, or be around them, or buy them something, or treat them to something. It's always, my kids want X from me. They want to see me. They want to be with me. Yeah, it's just sort of a wee reminder that we are dealing with a piece of shit here. Yeah, someone who's a real scumbag, not a great person. Overhated, overbullied, maybe slightly. You know what? Fuck that. Not maybe. Like, the shit that happened in our last video on Trevino, like, yeah, she's definitely sort of over-exaggerated when people talk about the pure evil within her or whatever, but she's not a good person, you know? Let's get that right. Here's her bragging about how everyone knew her at the jail.
I'm out. I didn't eat at all.
Oh, that is so funny. She didn't eat at the jail. I don't know why we keep calling it jail. The fucking holding facility. It's not that funny that you didn't have food. I don't have food all the time. You know, I'm not in hysterics after it. In fact, I'm usually grumpy as fuck. I believe that was the intro to Locked Up by Akon in the background there. This is the corniest shit ever. You were in a holding cell for like 6 hours and got bailed out for, was it what, $1,500? $1,500? Was it 15,000? It was something like that. We'll see what it is later.
Now you can play it for me. Me. You should have seen me. I look cute in them handcuffs. And then they let Renee come kiss me before they took me. So, I'm steady trying to find the mo. I told somebody, I date inmates. I don't become an inmate. Now I'm an inmate.
Oh, that goes kind of hard, you know. So that little shit at every, like, I don't know, football session or boxing session or something, the coach does, oh, do 10 push-ups or whatever. Hey, coach, why don't you do push-ups? I don't do. I just tell you to do. Sort of fucked it up, but you guys know what I mean.
No registration.
She's on paper now.
I'm on paper now, right now. For right now, I gotta be good. Won't won't let me out. Everybody knew me there. Fucking cops knew me there. The workers, the medical staff. Oh my God, when they were checking my paperwork, they're like, no. I said, they had to cut my nail to get my blood pressure. But
I love the idea that like anytime anyone says her name, she thinks that they recognize them from TikTok. So she goes to like the dentist or whatever, and they walk out and they go, Ashley Trevino. And she looks at them and goes, oh, you recognize me from TikTok. It's like, no, you're on the list here. I'm calling your name out. I don't know you do. I don't give a fuck about your TikTok. Come in here and let me look at your teeth, pal. It's like all the medical staff at this prison knew me. It's like, do they? Or did they look at your files and go, oh, Ashley Trevino, yeah? You're being done for scamming us. You know what? I'm taking the piss. They probably actually did all know her. Like, we forget how just actually famous she is, especially in Texas. Like, I bet in her area, she's mad famous. She is just so annoying, though. Like, in this video, she's so annoying. Anyway, let's see what she has to say about the famous mugshot, eh? They're not available. Fuck's sake. Apparently, the UK is not okay with Ashley Trevino talking about her mugshot. It's just too much for them to handle. We pussies.
how y'all like my mugshot though? I was like trying not to smile because I'm like, he was like, you can fix your hair. I said, okay.
This video is being shown to you from courtesy of Vietnam, which is where I've gone on the VPN that I use.
But yeah, like they can't hold me down. What the fuck? Like the haters are gonna pray on my downfall, and watch. I'ma fight this. Watch. I'm out.
Haters gonna pray on my downfall. They can't hold me down. It's like, bro, you went to a holding facility and then got bailed out. It's like the most normal, cordial, most like calm, collected process for someone who's committed a felony like you have. Like, this is genuinely fucking nothing. It's like if I was eating a cucumber and someone went, oi mate, don't eat that cucumber. And I was like, oh, people, they're trying to hold me down. I have hair in my mouth. See, that hair's trying to hold me down, trying to limit me, trying to push me back, trying to prey on my downfall, but all I did, I pushed it out. It can't do shit to me! In fact, I hate my hair so much that I'm getting a buzz cut. I'm not even lying about that. By the end of the year, next year, first video, I have a buzz cut. You'll see it, man. I'm gonna look fly as fuck.
I was locked up. I still ain't got my jewelry on.
You weren't locked up, man. This is so pathetic. It's so funny, though. I do wonder how much of it is genuine and how much of it is her, like, just taking the piss.
You should have seen me. I look cute in them handcuffs. And then they let Renee come kiss me before they took me. So, I date inmates. I don't become an inmate.
Let's hear more about the arrest itself, shall we?
Through everything. When the cops showed up, I'm telling you, I gotta go through everything. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did I threaten somebody? Because the way they pulled up, like 3 deep. And they come out, like, Ash Trevino, can I talk to you? And I'm like, for what? What did I do? And they're like, come over here. I'm like, okay. And Renee was there, thank God, but...
You're under arrest for being cringe.
Must have seen us, like, coming from the store or something, because they pulled up crazy at the house. Thank you.
Maybe she's talking too much, though. Like, I do wonder if this will get shown in court, or if this affects defense at all, or if the prosecutor's looking at this and just fucking rubbing their hands together like, yes, this is perfect. Like, she just does not shut up. You know, I don't know why none of these videos are available in my country, man. You know what? The UK actually is trying to censor Ashley Trevino. They are trying to bring her down. I agree with her now. Back to Vietnam we go.
I know I didn't do anything wrong. I did not, so... I mean, I'm gonna keep saying that, because I didn't do anything wrong. What the fuck? I just have a lot of haters, and that's what it is. So yeah, I blame the haters. Yeah, I'm blaming y'all. But yeah, so
no, you know, she's not actually under arrest for being cringe. That was a joke, right? The haters aren't what got her locked up, right? It was very obviously a warrant, or most likely a warrant. Maybe it was like a failure to show up to something or whatever. But a 6-year gap is probably a long-standing warrant. I don't know if unless the haters are like the police. I don't know if that counts, man. Like, if you murder someone and their family tries to get you convicted, I don't think you can label their family as, oh, they're just hating, man. You're a bunch of haters. It's like, yeah, you fucking murdered my brother. There's something really funny about them just being labeled as haters. Your Honor, I believe my client's prosecutor is simply just hating too much. The judge is there like, you know what, mate? Fair point. Jared Fogle, you're free to go on account of them being haters. Like, Jared Fogle, he's actually out soon, by the way. That's worrying. Mind you, Ash Trevino will probably be fucking dating him soon.
He was like, did you know you had a warrant? I'm like, no. And he's like, you didn't know?
Okay, so it was a warrant. It wasn't the haters. It was. I was right. I'm glad I got that right, actually. Bit of vindication there. It was a warrant. If I was right about that, that means I'm right about everything else that I say ever, by the way. So you should trust me for everything.
He wouldn't tell me until we were in the cop car. And then he's like, healthcare. And I'm like, healthcare? The fuck? I don't have insurance. Something ain't right though. Something ain't right, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it because it don't add up, to be honest. Like, that shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I feel like it was just an eye opener for God wanting me closer to Him. So, to be honest,
to be honest, it was so long ago that maybe she did do something and then she just forgot about it. Like, maybe it was so inconsequential to her at the time that she just forgot that she did it. Or maybe it genuinely didn't happen and the police are just fucked up here because the police, they got a lot of things wrong. So yeah, I mean, who really knows, I guess? Like, I genuinely don't know if she's guilty or not. It would be interesting to see how this, how the court case goes eventually.
I got me an attorney already and I got my bond. He's like, all right, go make your calls so that way we can get the bond and everything. This morning, I'm already out. So, I'm blessed. I'll be at the casino next week, though. Hold on, can I go to the casino? Yeah. I can still travel out of state? Oh, okay.
No, you can't travel out of state when you've been bailed out. Let me double check that. I really don't think you can. It says, in short, you're allowed to travel while on bail, but only if allowed. Every bail agreement is different, and it's important to know you understand the conditions of yours. Understanding the terms when signing a bail bond agreement will help you to avoid problems. Yeah, she definitely did not read that fucking contract. She's gonna get herself into a lot of trouble here. So I would guess that she would probably have to speak to her attorney, who would need to file a motion for permission. I don't know if her going to the casino is like a good enough reason to file. I feel like emergency, like if your dad dies, you need to go to a funeral or something, that's like a reason to file for a motion, but fucking casino is like, no chance, mate. You're not fucking getting that. Unless, to be fair, the offense was so low level, they might just allow it. Because it's not like she's a danger to the people around her by any means. Like, they're not gonna go, oh, we could let Ashley Trevino in New York, but she might nuke the fucking Statue of Liberty, so I gotta be a little bit careful. It's like, nah, they'll just let her there. What's she gonna do aside from eat a pizza?
Okay. Okay. I'm blowing up. I know I'm blowing up on TikTok, girl. Who wants my first interview on TikTok? Who wants my first interview? Just kidding.
Oh, I'm disappointed that she was kidding on that one. Honestly, my hands were up. I was screaming, me, I want the first one, me, please. But alas, she was just joking. Anyway, let's hear what really nice woman Bri has to say about Ashley's arrest. Bri is like the worst fucking person on TikTok, by the way. I fucking hate this woman.
As much as I would love.
Nah, shut up, man. I don't even want to watch this. I don't like her, man. She sucks. Let's never forget what she done to Ashley Trevino's 15-year-old fucking daughter, her underage daughter, telling the world that what, she's pregnant or whatever, starting that rumor that she got an abortion, like all that shit, especially in Texas as well. Starting the rumor that a kid who's very publicly known, her face, got an abortion in Texas. Like, you put her life at fucking risk now. Like, if she goes out and people recognize her, there are a lot of people who are going to see her as a fucking murderer. Bri Olson is a fucking arsehole. Horrible fucking... Oh man, the words I'm thinking of cannot be said here. Just a horrible person. Fucking hate people like, oh man.
First offense, so they most likely will just give her a fine to pay and probation.
Yeah, she is right, to be fair, unbeknownst to the fucking stupid TikTok comments there. This is incorrect. First offense programs don't apply to felony charges. For misdemeanors or small crimes, it's possible that the judge may be sympathetic. The courts in a state that they don't just hand out probations or fines just because it's your first crime. I'm not a lawyer, nor is this legal advice. Thank you for that one, Jojo. I'm glad you specified that you want a lawyer, because I wouldn't be able to tell from that incredible fucking analysis there. What do you mean for small crimes it's possible a judge may be sympathetic? This is a small crime. And this is what I mean. Like, the word felony scares so many people. I sit here in the UK, apparently people in fucking Texas and America don't even know that felony means like is not that bad. It's less than third degree. Do they really do that with felony charges? I mean, they get a small misdemeanor, traffic violations, etc. But for a felony? Yes, yes. Oh my god, these people are dumb. Not sure I agree. This is a federal offense. Maybe because it's federal programs and financial fraud is no joke, whether first time or not. Yo! They're actually dumb. These men are dumb! Texas is locking her up! Yo, I can't believe how dumb men are. Yeah, these men need to study up a little bit. It don't take long to figure out, like, how small of an offense this actually is. Even if she does get locked up, it's like a state jail. It's not a fucking prison. It's not a jail, and it's not gonna happen. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Ash Trevino is not getting locked up. It's just not happening, man. I can't believe people get so excited when shit like this happens. Speaking of excitement, let's see what Santos has to say about it all. What is this, man? Why is his TikTok named Daddy Santos? Is he just taking the piss at this point, fam? See here his profile picture as well. He actually changed his profile picture to Ashley's mugshot for a little bit, but he changed it back, I guess, because he realized it's just not that funny, really. That is like C-tier banter. That's what he does now, yeah? He's just chilling with Bri. That's nice, isn't it? How lovely. Anyway, let's have a look at her reaction to Ashley Trevino going to jail.
And a moment of silence for the Nunu.
Yeah, this wee guy needs to fucking pipe down. His whole career was predicated upon people thinking that he fucked her. You pretending to be a munch for like months on end is why you have a career. And I say career in heavy quotation marks, by the way. I'd be a little perturbed when it comes to laughing that obnoxiously when you've got a fucking piano in your mouth. You know what? That's harsh. You know what? That's actually harsh to pianos, because pianos sound pretty a lot of the time, but when this guy makes noise or talks, I want to put a gun in my mouth. Look at his wee scrub in the background as well. These people are just so uncool that it's unbelievable. Bunch of fucking losers, honestly, man. I think that's a good place to end the video, actually. I think we've covered pretty much everything that there is to cover. Good at as factually correct as I possibly can as well. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer either. But if there's anything that I said wrong or you want to contest, then absolutely feel free to let me know in the comments. But, you know, I don't want to overblow this shit. I never want to overblow this shit. I hope you know that by now. If that person whose laptop is broken that I mentioned in the intro is watching to this part of the video, I have no idea how you're still watching me, but it's very impressive. It really is. And I appreciate the support, you know? They did try to tear you down. Your laptop is trying to hold you back from watching the greatest content on fucking planet, but you pushed through, and I appreciate that. Right, you're the best. Shoot me a message on Instagram if you're watching this far, and I'll fix your laptop out. Send me the price for it, and I'll sort it out for you. Because you deserve to watch great Dankyjabo videos in their full glory. I mean that, by the way, bro. I'm not joking. Message me and I'll sort it. For everyone else, though, hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one.